Yo, 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 yo! What's good, y'all? Hope y'all can hear me. Man, welcome back to Grubby Live, man. Welcome back to Grubby Live, man. I appreciate everybody tapping in with us this evening. I see a lot of people in the comments, man. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all tapping back in with us this week, man. We got a lot to discuss. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get going. You know, we always gotta start off by giving a big shout out to our sponsors. So 1 second, let me you already know, let me get it pulled up for us. Boom, boom. So boom. There it is, y'all. Grubby Partners, man. You can find us at grubbyindiana.com/partners. And our sponsors this year and partners are Hobie, Sun Valley Sports, Miller Tech, Moving Water Outfitters, Catch, On the Water Innovations, and plenty other sponsors that help us out this year to support them. Make sure you support us to support them. Make sure you all get back. You know, go ahead and use some of those discount codes that's on the website. You can click right on them. Boom, just like that. You go straight to the website. Boom, USA made, baby. You know what I mean? So there it is. So make sure you all check out our sponsors and show some love, man. Not just to us, but to the club and to these sponsors, man. We greatly appreciate it. With further ado, man, we're gonna go ahead and get into some team tournaments, man. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and bring up our silent assassin, Mr. Ryan. What's good?
Man, how's it going?
Yeah. This our silent assassin, y'all, man. He put up big numbers and he's quiet about it. That's why I gave him that name. So he does his thing on the lake, man. So we're gonna talk about team stuff that we got going on this upcoming week in the upcoming week. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the flow, Ryan. And I'll pull up the tournament. Do you want me to pull it up on Facebook, what you have, or you want me to pull it
Yeah,
up?
sure. Yeah, you can pull up the
Okay.
yeah, because then you can pull up the map. We can talk about that a little bit.
Is what you're talking about?
No, if you pull up the actual on Turning X, we can kind of go over the description.
Okay.
Yeah, we can go over the description. And I did make a post that I forgot I scheduled and didn't remove. That is on our Facebook page, just with the questions kind of we've been asked about it, because it is a little bit different.
Normal. I'm gonna leave this up here just for a second so everybody can see this, and then we'll go into the tournament next. Is that cool?
Yeah, and while you got that one up, you probably weren't seeing the chat just a few minutes ago. I was not aware. I wasn't really thinking about needing a permit for Brookville, so that last event might be changing. So I'll let everybody know as soon as we can about that. But the first two are good, and Green Sullivan coming up here in a couple weeks is good. So there will be basically the biggest question we've had is the team, like number of people on a team. It is set up so that you can have as many as 3, but you really only need 2. So each angler can contribute 5 fish to the total of 10. So we just set it up so if you can't make, maybe you can only make one day. It was really supposed to just kind of be fun for everybody. So if you can't make Sunday or you can't make Saturday, you can fish and get all 10 of your fish on one day. So it will be the best 10 fish for both days. It won't be 5 from day 1 and 5 from day 2. So and we set it up so that if you have a 3-member team and say, you pull in somebody that hasn't fished a lot or that's kind of on the fence, that third person doesn't have to have any pressure to catch a fish. The other 2 can kind of fill the limit for the team. So you can't have 2-person teams. If you want, you'll be able to fill out your limit, but fishing by yourself isn't going to work because you won't be able to get 10 fish. So the other big thing is let's see here. I'm trying to get over to my screen. The fishing times are okay. Hey, I am on. Get out. Get out.
Hello.
Yeah, she's the attention seeker in the house, and
Hello. Oh, here it is. Andre Sullivan
all
joining
right.
us.
So yeah, this is kind of how my day has gone most of the day. So it's pretty much just par for the course for me. Uh, anyway, there are fishing times for this. So on Tourney X, I had to set it up that lines in will be 6:15 on Saturday, and there will be a lines out on Sunday at 2:15. So if you look at the Tourney X, like by clicking on the Tourney information, you're going to see a lines in on Saturday and lines out on Sunday. But in the tournament description, I have what you're highlighting there, that we will stop at 4:15 on Saturday. So any picture taken at 4:15 on will not count. Um, and then we'll start up again on day two, normal time. We'll quit a little earlier on Sunday so everybody can kind of get their camp torn down and get out of there before 5 o'clock, since it is a late checkout on Sundays. So, and we are camping at Shakamak. I looked the other day. I think there's maybe 4 or 5 sites left if you were wanting to do that. If you aren't, or if Shakamak ends up being full and you decide last minute, I think there's some stuff at a place called Hillbilly Acres, which is just outside of the Green Sullivan area there. It's really close. It's closer to Shakamak, actually. They just were booked that week. We couldn't get in there. So, for the whole group. So, and then I think there was something else. I think I got that on the webpage of just other options in the area. There's camping at Sullivan Park and things like that, or cabins there. So, yeah, lines out. Please pay attention to that. I know we don't want somebody out there. We didn't want to be fishing all night, so we can all come in and have dinner, which we will have food Saturday evening, somewhere between, I don't know, 6:30 or so, somewhere around there. We'll have some burgers, and everybody kind of bring a side and chip in. Right now, the plan is to do it at the campsites. We have 50 and 52, which are pretty large sites. But if for some reason we have a bunch of people sign up, we may just rent a shelter and do it that way. So, or if we have a lot of people not camping that want to hang out, we'll see. We'll kind of play it by ear. And then the payouts, we'll do normal $40 entry per person, and we'll use our normal payout scale for big bass and all that. We will award a big bass to an individual angler. And then the rest of the pot, after the big bass is taken out, we'll split that. I think I've got that in the tournament description. Yeah, 60, 30, 10. We'll split that. Now, if when I wrote this up, I was kind of estimating with no other tournaments, we might have a kind of a big turnout. So if we don't have a big turnout, I may change that. It may just be first and second. We'll just kind of see how that goes. Or if nobody cares, we'll do first, second, and third. It doesn't really matter to me. But that's really, I think, if I look at that Facebook post, that's really the biggest thing. If you pull up the map on, I think it's up towards there.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so we had some questions about this Duggar unit, which most everybody should be familiar with in our group, or most people, is kind of off to the east or west of that, and it's off limits. That's where we're holding the series. And then I found out today there is a kind of a small FWA right outside called Goose Pond that will also be off limits. So just anything you see on this map, that's what will be in play, and we'll go from there. But I'm not familiar with the area, so I really can't give you any information about anything else other than that. Just what I've been told. So I don't think there's anything else. Like I said, I saw there are like 10 people signed up, but 3 teams. So if you're having trouble or don't know how to create a team, let me know. one of the people on your team should be able to create it and become the captain, then add you guys to the team. But I can also do that. So if anybody needs help with that, just let me know. And then I don't think, can't think of anything else.
Yeah.
If anybody's got
So
questions, yeah, just send me a message.
and if anybody need an extra person, I'm down.
Yeah, post on there if you guys, we can maybe get a post going about anybody looking for a team. Like I said, we can do 2 people, we can do 3. Hopefully, I think after we get this week's tournaments out, we'll have people start looking ahead and see what the weather looks like. And I just really hope it's not 40 and 30-mile-an-hour winds like I fished in the last few weeks. I'm about done with that. So,
Man, tell me about it, dude. That's how I was Thursday on Raccoon. I don't know how I dealt with that day, dude.
Yeah, it's been wild. I've dealt with 2 days on Summit with moving mist blowing across the lake 15 miles an hour. It's been nasty.
Well, hold that thought. So since y'all got you on, and it seems like you came in second, I might as well go ahead and we can talk about Summit. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and get into these tournaments, guys. You done with the team tournament talk, right?
Yeah. Yep.
All right, cool. All right, so all those guys that want to get into the team tournament, make sure you all go to matter of fact, I got it pulled up. Boom. You can find all of our tournaments on tourneyx.com. You go to the club tab, and boom, we're right here at the top. Grubby at the very, very top. And here it is. You can find all of our tournaments here and the upcoming tournaments. Here's the team tournament right here at the very, very bottom. These aren't the tournaments. These are the tournaments coming up following this week coming up. But we'll talk about that. But in the meantime, let me go ahead and pull up this Summit Lake. Man, we gotta pull up the archive because we didn't already moved on. All right, here we go. All right, y'all. Summit Lake presented by Getting With It, Getting Jiggy With It Tackle. Yeah, I mean, there it is. Our winner.
Yeah, actually, if I could stop you for just a second, Getting Jiggy With It actually posted the other day that they are going out of business. Scott's got a job he's taken and said he wanted a little bit more regular life with some time off and vacation. So Josh put a post on there. They're having a sale, I think, the next couple of weekends or whatever, 50% off everything. So if anybody lives around the area and wants to get a deal on some tackle, get in there and help support them. But we do have a new sponsor for that series, and it's JBC Outfitters. So Josh will have that on the next stuff. I think he made a post about it. But, yeah, they stepped up and jumped in the middle of the season. So.
Okay. That's cool. That's cool. So there it is. We do have one more question before we move on to Summit. Teams, Mike Green said, teams still have to fish different lakes.
So, yeah, I forgot about that question. So that was only on the second event up north because we just didn't want, if we had 50, 60 people sign up, we didn't want 50 or 60 people at one ramp. With some of those northern lakes, there's only one ramp. There's not a bunch of access. So the northern one, I had it right now that will split up between lakes. We'll see what happens, how many people sign up. But for Green Sullivan, no, you can all be on the same pit. You can pick different pits. It doesn't matter. There won't be anything like that for Green Sullivan.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. With that said, we're just gonna keep it moving then. So make sure you all go check out Getting Jiggy With It Tackle, Bait and Tackle. They're going out of business, 50%, like you said. Boom, you can get you some good stuff. All right, so back to the Summit. I gotta give a big shout out to Aaron. He wasn't able to join us today. He most definitely won with 85 inches. But since I got you on and you were right there behind him, why don't you tell us a little bit about how you got this 83 3/4, Ryan?
Man, I had all intentions of going to fish the north end of that lake, which I normally don't fish. And we had the exact same conditions that we had for HKB day 2. It was strong north wind, rain and fog over the lake. And I drove to the north ramp and I looked at the water and I said, I'm out. I went to the south ramp, and
Right.
I knew I could fish in that campground area in a few spots that I had luck a week before, and be protected at least for the morning till the wind died down a little bit. So I hung out down there. I got into, some good size, and then I went up north. Unfortunately, when the
Right.
wind died down, I motored up north and I was lost. I couldn't find anything. I don't like fishing up there, so I kind of wasted some time. I ran into Aaron up there, and I think at the time I ran into him, I was ahead of him by a quarter of an inch, maybe, or not much. Maybe not. I don't know. But I knew I had to go find something else. I had to take one of those 15s off the board, and I couldn't do it. I wasted too much time. By the time I got back down south, all I was catching was 13s and 14s, and couldn't find that big one.
Looking at his camera, man. Did it rain on Sunday? Yeah, it rained all day.
Oh yeah, it rained in the morning. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I was on out there at Sayak. I did a tournament out there. At Patoka.
You guys were on Patoka with a similar type of
Yeah, it rained all day. It sucked, dude. It really sucked. I think I caught maybe like 7 fish total. You know what I mean? So I was like, But
it was nice. I wasn't casting anything, so I just took my glasses off, and because they were just covered, and I was just casting out in 2-3 foot of water and blindly dragging a jig around. That was exactly how I was catching them a week before. I just, I couldn't find that last one. I got kind of surprised by that 19 in a spot I don't normally fish, but
yeah. I see. My boy,
staying out of the wind is all I was doing.
Okay. Yeah, my boy Nate had some issues. He's supposed to fish on Sunday with you, but he broke some stuff on his way down there, and he said by the time he was about to launch, it just didn't look right to him. I think he was going to launch up north as well.
Yeah, the water, it was windy. The waves were bad, but it died. I think the wind died down about, I don't know, noon, something like that, and then I was able to get around a little bit better.
Yeah, I just hate that it was just super windy out, man. That just made fishing trash for me, at least.
Yeah.
Yep. But congrats on your second place, man, and we most definitely appreciate you doing everything behind the scenes, man. For you all don't know, Ryan, he handles a lot of the things that goes on behind the scenes, spreadsheets, website, all the above with the club. So, man, if you see Ryan, man, most definitely show him some love and tell him thanks, man, because without him, man, a lot of this stuff probably be slow at getting out. But Ryan make it happen, man. Yeah.
Jim's gotta do it all.
Yeah, Jim to have to do it all himself. I mean, he too busy fishing, man. Jim been doing good this season.
Yeah, he's got the bug back again. He's out fishing.
Yeah, so. I see. So with that said, man, congrats. We got all of the team stuff out of the way, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring up some of these other guys so we can celebrate they win. Perfect. And you have a good night.
All right, you too. Thank you for all you do too, man.
All right, appreciate you, Ryan. Have a good night. Boom, there we go, guys. So man, who we got in the back? We got a few guys. All right, so our first tournament, that was our first summit. So big shout outs to Aaron. Man, appreciate you getting out there doing your thing. The next tournament we're gonna bring up is a tournament where I jacked up, man, Raccoon Lake. Let me go ahead and pull that up for you guys. So I went for Summit, man. He's a natural on that lake. He always does his thing. You know what I mean? He always show up and show out for the most part when it comes to Raccoon Lake. So let me get this pulled up for us. We're going to talk a little bit about it. Boom. So with Raccoon Lake this past week, and it was also presented by Wicked Weights. Let me go ahead and pull up our screen. Boom. There we go. Raccoon Lake, presented by Wicked Weights. There was total 19 anglers, 67 fish caught, and our winner, uh, Mr. Steve Martin. Bring you to the stage, brother. What's going on, Steve? Man, congratulations.
Hey, thanks. Appreciate it. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay. Yeah, good. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
man. Look like you did your thing, man. Putting up 77 and 3/4, man. On the last day. You always do it on the last day, man. You wait to see what everybody get, and then that's where you go in for the kill.
No, I had
So
to this time because I fished St. Clair this week, or the weekend, and
yeah,
went up there Thursday afternoon and was there until Sunday and drove back. And it was nice because I had basically everything ready to go to fish raccoon. Didn't have to load everything up in the
mhm,
morning. It was just in my truck. The trailer was loaded and took off.
there it is. So man, tell us a little bit about how you got that nice boat. What is that? A bona fide?
Yeah, I'm
What you
actually out
got?
here just
Yeah.
messing around with rigging and putting stuff away. But
Okay.
yeah, it's
Let us see that. Let's see that
pretty
that
pretty
Cadillac
nice
of
little
bona
deal.
fide.
Yeah, I like it a
Yeah,
lot. So,
there it is. So tell us how
yep.
you got the win with that thing, man.
So I yeah, could see the leaderboard was could tell it was fishing really tough, and
Hmm.
I know it last year at Fish Tough, at least for that IK event. I didn't fish that one, but I believe in that one, all it took was one. There was only one limit, from what I remember. Seeing on the leaderboard there. Wish I could have fished that, but wasn't able to. And anyways, I haven't really been out there much early May and stuff like that, so I really didn't know what to expect. And it seems like every time I go out to Raccoon, it fishes just a little bit different than the time before. So always got to always keeps me on my toes and got to change something up, no matter if it's something little or big. But anyways, started off and I actually caught seven, I think, in the first within the first 2 hours.
Oh man.
And thought it was going to be one of those days where I was going to be catching 25 plus bass, which has happened out there. I mean, that lake, once it catches fire, it can really catch fire.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
but then I caught that 19 and a half. I was actually talking on the phone to my wife and caught that 19 and a half, and I didn't have a bite. Well, I think I had one more bite at 9 o'clock, and then from 9 o'clock till noon, I didn't have a bite, not a single bite. So I just
Mm.
completely shut off and struggled, and then got one more, or yeah, got two upgrades I think from there. One at noon and then one with 15 minutes to go. But it wasn't easy. I mean, it definitely was fishing
It was.
tough, compared to what it normally does. June will be a lot better, I hope.
Yeah, I'm sure it will, man. Especially with the better weather, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I can honestly say you probably had the best weather out of all of the days. Would you Would you contest that or say? I mean, because I think everybody else had to deal with not just rain but wind. I can't remember
Yeah,
how
I
many days.
I had a
That
little
was
bit of
what.
rain in the morning, but it wasn't much. It
Yeah.
was more of like a sprinkle, or a mist or something. But
How was the
I had an
wind?
east wind, which is annoying. Where I like to fish,
Okay.
it is a little bit annoying, but yeah, for the most part, it wasn't too bad.
Right. Right. Yeah, man. It
I could
was
actually
it was
wear
comfy for
only had to
everybody.
wear two layers, so I think that's the first time
Yeah.
that's happened this year.
Yeah. You need to invest in some heated gear, man.
I know,
It's the
right?
best.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, man. I end up getting the heated vest and the heated pants, heated socks. And man,
yeah.
I'm telling you, dude, it make a world of difference. It does.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'll have to look
So
into that then.
yeah, yeah, man. So I know you like the crank. So was that in your arsenal this past weekend?
Yeah, it was. I caught a couple. Early, I noticed I was catching my bigger fish on the crank, and I caught a couple
Okay.
small on Cinco. But then the big one I caught, it came on a Cinco. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie, man, Steve. If I wouldn't have messed up my code that day, I would have gave you a run for your money, man.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So go ahead.
sucks, man. Feel bad for you.
Yeah,
I hope
man.
you'll
I
get it
know,
figured
dude.
out though.
So
Yeah, lesson
man, I
learned.
did.
And
So what happened was man, so I'm fishing and it was raining like crazy, wind like, you know what I mean, blowing like crazy. And I wrote my code down with a dry erase marker. So it got wet and
oh
took
no.
the code off. So I'm like, I wasn't doing anything, and I'm cold and rain. I'm like, oh, dude, I'll write it back down when I catch a fish. So I ended up catching the fish and putting it on the board and took the picture and threw it back and didn't even think of it. And I got about 6 or 7 codes on my on my tag.
Well,
So when I looked at all of them, I'm thinking it's there. You know what I mean? And it
oh
wasn't.
man. Well, you want
Yeah, I got.
to hear something about that? So I saw your story, or learn from your mistake, because I got out there and was running a little bit late to get to my spot and completely forgot to write my code down. So I caught my first fish. I'm like, oh crap, I don't even have my code wrote down yet. So I'm like
Uh-huh.
scrambling trying to write it. Well, it was wet. My marker got wet, so it wasn't writing um, on the identifier. So I had to find a piece of
Right.
paper. Well, I write it down, and then I always like double check just to make sure, especially after your mishap. And sure enough,
Right.
I'd wrote the code down wrong. I got like the 2 letters backwards, and I'm like, oh crap. So,
Oh
anyways,
man.
got that fixed, and it took me like, I don't know, probably every bit of 2 minutes to get that figured out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't know if I
It
would have
sucks,
caught that or
man.
learn from your mistakes if I
Man,
or
I
learn from
most
that if I
definitely
hadn't seen
learned.
you.
I
Yeah,
learned too, dude. Man, I
yeah,
mean, I'm gonna make sure I write it down, man, because
oh for sure.
I had 70 inches, man. That day I think I ended up with close to 78 or 79
Oh, did you?
total.
Oh wow. Yeah, you
Yeah,
would have had that,
but
man.
yeah, on a day, but you know, what I mean, once I finally wrote my code down, I had a 17 and then a 15 after that. But that was
Wow.
towards the end of the day, man. I was ready to give up, man. Once like, man,
Oh, I
dude,
don't
I was
blame
like,
you.
man, because
Yeah,
it was such a tough day, man. It really
yeah.
was.
Did did you get your bites early too then, and just kind of die, or what happened?
Uh, it was kind of all over the place, man. I only caught maybe like 7 fish, dude, the whole day.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it wasn't like I was tearing them up all day. They would just come at random points. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like I get one on the stick bait, and then I got one on my biggest fish. I want to say it was probably like a 17 or 18. I think it got DQ'd, but that came on a chatter bait.
Oh,
But
did it?
most everything was yeah, kind of off the bank a little bit. But
Yep.
you know, I couldn't really get nothing going after that, man. It was tough. It really was. The
Yeah.
wind was vicious, dude.
Oh, yeah. No,
Like
I
it
believe.
was
What day did
blowing.
you
It was
fish?
over 20 Thursday.
Thursday. Okay, yeah. I was up at St.
Yeah.
Clair then. I got the.
Hmm.
I know
And
what you're dealing with. It
y'all
was
dealt
pretty
with some
nasty.
wind up there too, right?
Yeah, yeah, we did.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm
St.
sure you
Clair
saw.
can be
I
rough.
didn't fish on Thursday, but if you're fishing anything like Cole was, did you see that video he posted on Facebook of
No, I'm gonna
the?
have to check it
Oh
out.
man, he's like fishing in a hurricane. It was wild.
Wow.
Yeah, you have to ask him about. I think he's on this, so you have to ask him about it. But
Yeah. If I think you know, we ain't gonna give it up, but
yeah.
definitely, yeah. We're gonna see what's up, man. But again, man, congratulations. And what's next for you?
um, Couple weeks off, and I probably Eagle Creek. I think that's the next one
Eagle
up.
Creek.
So yeah,
I might slide down to Eagle Creek too, though,
yeah,
man. Yeah, I mean, I gotta see what things looking like. But if I can make it down there, I most definitely will, man. But again,
yeah. Hope to see you
congrats
out
to you,
there.
man. Yep.
Yeah,
And
appreciate it. Thank
we
you.
gonna we're gonna go ahead and drop you down, and you have a good rest of your night.
Yeah, too. Thanks, Antoine.
All
See
right.
ya.
All right. Appreciate you. Bye.
Bye.
Ooh. So there it is, man. Y'all know Steve, man. He does his thing, man, out there at Raccoon. You know, that's one of his favorites, man. And he always show up for the most part. So man, that's what's up. But like he said, man, we're gonna go ahead and get into our next tournament, Kokomo Reservoir. So give me one second to get it pulled up for us. I'm slow today, man. I did a little fishing, some bank fishing before I came, and hopped on the live with you all. Finally got one on the spin bait. So I'm pretty happy about that, man. So that's why I'm running a little bit behind. You know, I was trying to get that last little cast. Y'all know the last cast always take forever. So anybody wife on here watching, you know what I mean? When he say, babe, this is my last cast, just know he got about 20 more minutes. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into our next tournament. We got Kokomo Reservoir, and it's presented by Stormouth Tackle. In this tournament, we had 20 anglers. 20 anglers. Let me go ahead and get this pulled up. All right, Kokomo Reservoir presented by Soremouth Tackle. Like I said, 20 anglers, 44 fish caught, and our winner for this week, Bryce. How you doing, Bryce? How you say your last name? Fritches?
Fritz, you're close. The S is silent. That's the easiest way I can say to pronounce it.
Oh, okay. All right, there it is, Bryce. What's up, man? I think this is your first time up here on Grubby Live, man. So big up to you.
Platt knocked
Congrats,
me out
man.
twice. Yeah, Platt knocked me out of this twice last year. I was getting mad at him. I was like, thought we were
Oh
friends.
man. Yeah. I haven't seen Platt around in a while, man. He been kind of quiet this season, man. I guess you got an advantage over him, man. You got go ahead and took that first place spot from him.
Oh, I know. I saw he was signed up, and I was like, man, because I skipped the first Kokomo one because I know in March that place that time of year. I was like, I ain't doing that one.
Yeah,
I'll go fish another tournament.
So it looked like you made it happen on Friday, putting up your 77 inches. Looked like everybody else had a tough day, but it seemed like you managed to find 5. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your day?
Well, with Kokomo, knowing the lake is the biggest thing with it because we launched out of the Greentown side, which is the furthest south ramp you can launch out of. And when we first got down, me, Brett, and Jordan all launched from there. And when I looked at the water, I thought it was chocolate milk with the rain we've had and all the mud banks sliding down. And so I said, screw it. And I went up the creek, which I normally do. And I threw a chatterbait around for a little bit, cranked the rock banks, didn't get much. And I was like, screw it. I just picked up what I knew, a jig. And I just started skipping it around wood and grass and figured out they were up shallow. And I just stuck with that all day.
Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If you can see a little bit right here in the corner, you can see that chocolate milk that he was talking about, guys. Right there on the side. Look like Jordan was in his autopilot making it happen. If that's the autopilot, I'm not sure. But we got him a couple. But yeah, big up to you, man. Bryce, congratulations, man. Look like you finally got you one, man.
I did. This is the first day I took the PDL Pro out too. I just picked that up on Wednesday from Moving Waters. And I told Mike, I was like, well, I got one day to get it ready and get it out. I had it ready Wednesday night, loaded up Thursday, and we went out there. I was like, well, time to see how this new thing does. And it is a lot better than a normal Sportsman that I was in.
Okay. So what do you like about it? What's the difference?
There's about extra 5 inches on the inside in the cockpit. So there's a lot more room to lay the board down. The seat sits higher. The internal rod storage is nice. I did like that feature about it. But the biggest thing was just the extra room compared to the normal Sportsman. That was the biggest thing, having that little extra leg room. I didn't feel as cramped. I can maneuver around, and it was easier to stand up also.
Man, makes sense, man. I love it, man. I wish the autopilot had a little bit more room, like you said, to stretch it out, man. I have to put my boards on the gunnels, so, I mean, it's okay. I love it, but, I wish we had just a little bit more deck space.
Yeah, because I got the 26-inch catchboard, and I could lay that completely flat over the pedal drive. With the normal Sportsman, I have to angle it up all the way, almost all the way down.
Yeah. Okay.
So I was like, this is a lot more room.
Yeah. Kind of helps out keep the fish mouth down so it can, you can play with the tail a little bit, right?
It does.
Help out a lot.
Yeah, that'll be a fun one in the video. I had so many fish flop off down towards the net this time, and I was like, I am so glad I put the net down for this one.
Yeah, that's what's up. Now, you said a video. Do you got it on GoPro or something?
Yeah, I started a YouTube thing this year.
Oh, okay. Shout out to YouTube. Tell everybody what it is so we go check it out.
It's just
we'll post it in the group too.
Yeah, it's just a BF Outdoors is all it is. I posted one hunting video last year, and then the IKA championship from last fall, and then the 3 events I've done this year, and I'm almost done with the Kokomo video.
Okay. What do you use for editing?
I just use iMovie, and then once I get it done on my iPad, I move it over to Velo, and then I'll put stuff in the bottom left corner, like all the people who helped me out throughout this year, so they get their time to shine for whoever watches the video.
Okay. Oh, that's what's up there. That's what's up. So cool, man. I'm gonna make sure I subscribe to your page.
Oh yeah, so I appreciate it.
Some love. And I'm gonna make sure you share it in the group so everybody can check you out, man. You know what I mean? So
I
you can
can
get
do
some
that.
love on the page.
Oh yeah, I can't have Steve hog it all.
I know. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get back to it, man. I was a little consistent for a while, man, but then I
Mhm.
fell off. But I'm gonna go ahead and get back to it, man. I'm gonna put out my last the last video from Patoka. You know what I mean? It was some moments in there where it was like, man, dude, like, oh, I found somebody tube jig. I was throwing a chatterbait. I found and got hung up on somebody tube jig on the water. I went to go get it out and I pulled it out. I'm like, oh man, this tube is still good. I'm like, man, let me tie this on and see what's up, dude. While I catch a fish on it.
A tube is the
tough.
one bait. If that was the only bait I could throw the rest of my life, it would be a tube.
It'd be a tube.
It
I
would be
don't
a
throw
tube.
tubes often, but you know what I mean. I hear a lot of good things about the tube.
You can
Now, do you
flip,
like it
punch, do
Like,
whatever.
now, how do you read? You
Yeah,
like it
get swimming.
stupid?
If I'm around grass, like if I go up north and fish, I'll stupid tube rig it around wood. But if I'm just out in the middle, I just open hook it.
Open hook. Okay. Okay. Yeah,
Mhm.
you don't want to get hung up. Yeah, I don't really
Right.
do an exposed hook. Most times I usually stupid tube it. You know what I mean? It seemed like it get through those rocks and little vegetation a little bit better.
98% of the time, it's always a stupid tube.
Yeah, stupid tube always does it, man. I like it a lot.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna put that video out, man. I'm gonna send it to you, man, so you can check it out as well.
Oh yeah,
You
for
have to
sure.
sub to the page if you're
Oh
not
yeah.
already subbed.
So I got
But
you.
for sure. But congratulations, man. And
Thank you. Thank you.
man, you gotta go grind, man. You gotta put some more wins on that new yak.
I know. I'm not buying a new boat for every tournament. That's going to be expensive.
I know. All right. Well, you broke it in with a win, so let's go ahead and get
Oh,
another
yeah.
one, man, to break it in again.
Oh, yeah,
You know what I
Brookville
mean?
Saturday would be nice.
Are you going to Brookville?
Mm-hmm. Unless work
Okay,
makes me come in, then that kind of has to take the priority.
I'm thinking Brookville too, and you know it's my birthday Saturday, so you know what I mean.
Okay.
That might be a victory though, baby, because I'm gonna be feeling so good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I've never been there. That's the one thing I like about the IKA is a lot of the places they choose, places I've never been.
Yeah. I only been to Brookville one time, so if I go out there, it's gonna be my second time. But it's pretty far from me, man. It's like a 3-hour drive.
Yeah, I got 2 hours. Do you pre-fish at all?
No.
Neither do I. I don't pre-fish. I just go fish the conditions and whatever happens.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's me, man. A lot of times I fish the lake. Yeah, it works out. But a lot of times I fish the lake previous years and stuff, you know what I mean, different tournaments. But you know, if it's a new lake for the most part, I don't really have the time to go down and practice, you know what I mean? So and I feel like practice is sometimes a way. I mean, it's not a waste because you can eliminate water, but at the same time, I just, you know, I like to go in blind because it's like, man, you can kind of just have fun with it. You don't have no expectations, so it ain't a lot of pressure on you. You know
right.
I mean?
I pre-fished the white a few years ago and had 80 inches the week before, and I was like, cool. And then we had a bunch of rain. I went out and only had like 60 inches. I was like, screw this crap.
And it's a mental thing. It get to you like, dang, man, I was just catching 80. You know what I mean? Why I can't find them no more.
And I left my chatterbaits at home, and that day they were biting all chatterbaits only. I didn't get nothing on the week before, so I was like, screw it. That way I always have everything with me from now on and more of an open mind.
Yep, that's what us anglers do. We take everything with us now. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's why we got the black packs and everything to fit all that tackle. But man, once again, congrats for you, man. You say you got what'd you say you got Saturday again? What's the name?
Brookville Saturday. And then Iona the week after, the week of the 500, and then Kokomo, I think, is the week after that again.
Yeah, Brookville, man. I only been there once. I know they got smallmouth in that lake, so I may try to go chase some smallmouth. I've been dying to get out there to chase some smallmouth.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'll just pick a ramp and go.
Yeah. I know it's smallmouth all over that lake, I believe. So you know what I mean. You probably run into one here and there. So
News to
I don't
me.
know. Yeah. I only know that because I've been there one time and I didn't launch anywhere near like a creek or a river. So, I was on the main lake and caught a smallmouth. So that's why I kind
I'll
of
say
figured
if
you could catch
James
them
does
everywhere.
good, he tied up some fish. That's all I'm gonna say. If James does good, he tied up some fish. He always
Man,
goes out and catches some big ones. I told him I'm gonna
man,
before I told him I'm mentioning this. I always give him crap
Mr.
for it. Like,
Consistent,
you
don't
tied up
tie up fish, man. He know how to fish. That's funny though, man. That's funny. But
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna go ahead and drop you down, man. Congrats on your win. You know what I mean? And hopefully we can see you up here again. And hopefully
I hope so, Tweezy.
if I go to Brookville this weekend, hopefully I'll see you out there, brother.
Oh yeah. Just look for a tan PDL Pro, and that'll probably be me.
There it is, y'all. So man, you have a good night, man, and enjoy the rest of your week.
All right, you too, Tweezy. Take care.
All right, peace. Boom. We got another winner up here, man. These guys, hey, they chasing that top spot. And we're gonna go ahead and get into our next tournament, man. Our next tournament is presented by the Tackle Shack. Man, and this tournament here, man, we had 10 anglers. And man, when I tell you these two guys battled it out, but like I said, Mr. Consistent, he don't tie up fish. You know what I mean? He just go out there and scope them, and he just catch them how he catch them. So let me go ahead and bring up my boy to the stage, Mr. James Miller. You know what I mean? Y'all familiar with him, man. Mr. Consistent is what I call him because he always getting them dubs. You know what I mean? So tell us a little bit about this Worcester Lake match presented by Tackle Shack. James, man, you and Larry, y'all battled it out, dude. Y'all was only like almost an inch apart. Man, what's going on?
Felt the same as Niona. We've been staying pretty close. But
Whoa, this is right here, man. Larry and you, man, y'all do it, man.
I mean, Marv, he had me nervous too on Monday. He fished Monday, and
Oh, he fished Monday. Okay, so yeah, Marv, he always does this thing, man. Somebody go in there and set those fish.
yeah, he had
What day did you
87 inches by like 12 o'clock, and I thought he might do it.
Whoa. And what day did you fish? Oh, yeah. So you was watching the
Saturday.
leaderboard for yeah.
Yeah, I thought
Bob did
Larry
his
was
thing
gonna
too
get
out
it.
there.
What was that?
I said Bob did his thing too. He had his 80-75.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. I caught most of my fish probably a good about 50 yards behind Scott and Bob. They were fishing shallower. I don't know if they could hear me or hear the fish jumping, but yeah, it was a good day. I mean, well, I shouldn't say it was a good day. It was good for about 45 minutes. Like, if you look at the times I caught the fish, it was all within half an hour. I mean,
I don't
by
6 times on here. Solid fish though.
yeah, by 9, I think it was like 9:30, I had 2 fish. I mean, I threw a couple small ones back, but I had a 16 and a 15, and then I decided to go out a little deeper. There were quite a few boats there pre-fishing. There was a boat tournament the next day, so there were quite a few people pre-fishing shallow, and Bob and Scott, they were pretty shallow, but it just wasn't happening for me. So I went out. I was fishing the thicker grass in shallow water. I went out where the grass was a lot thinner, but it was new grass. It was just growing, and yeah, in like 30 minutes, I caught that limit after I went out there on chatterbait. And
Wow.
then the rest of the day, I caught a few more dinks. I caught a 16 that didn't help, and that was about it. So bite was on for a little bit, and yeah, I was kind of annoyed I couldn't hit 90. That's my third time this year hitting 89 3/4.
Yeah.
So
Dang, you was right there too, man.
yeah,
1/4 inch, bro.
yeah.
A 1/4 inch, man. So look like Larry. I was just looking at his fish, and he was the only person to catch fish on that day. Unless people just like forget it, bro. I'm going home.
I think one other person fished that. I think there were 3 he said that didn't show up. I think because of the weather.
Oh,
I'm guessing,
yeah.
but one other guy was there. I'm not too sure who it was. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it was pretty
Worcester
tough.
is, man, it's an awesome lake. It really is. I mean, just the type of fishing it has. You can catch them about any way you want. Really, they got deeper side of the lake, be like cranking and stuff like that, and then shallower side
Mhm.
full of weeds and stumps, and it's got standing timber everywhere too. So
Mm.
gotta be a little
Now, do
careful.
you have to watch out with your motors and stuff?
Oh yeah. They're all over the place, and a lot of them are right under the surface. But yeah, they're big fish, and there are a lot of big
Is
fish.
it anything like Patoka? You know how Patoka is in some spots.
Yeah, it's not as deep, but like as far as the amount of wood, there's a bunch of it
Yeah,
out.
that's what I was meaning, like the standing
Yeah,
timber.
yeah. There's a
Okay.
bunch of it out in like 10, 12 feet of water. Um,
Okay.
yeah, all over the place. And you wouldn't be able to tell until you actually get out there and you either scope it or until you hit one that
Okay.
there's very
Now,
few of them are actually sticking up above the water.
yeah. Now, did you scope it all during this tournament, or you just kind of like this lake enough to do your thing?
When I wasn't getting when I didn't have really anything going by 9 o'clock, I said screw it, I'm gonna try out deeper, and yeah, I got out scope just to. I noticed right away as soon as I did and went out a little deeper that in that thinner grass I think there was a shad spawn going on. You could see balls of
Oh,
shad
okay.
in there, and I mean you could see fish good size 3 4 pounders just rolling around like they'd come up out of the grass, go back down, and it was great like to stay on the grass lines and stuff like that. But as soon as the bite died, then you just got to watch them all down there. They wouldn't bite on nothing. They'd just follow a wacky, wouldn't touch it. Same thing with a jerk bait. Just kind of
Oh,
one of
okay.
those things is when they're biting, they're biting. When
They
they're not,
biting.
they're not gonna
They're
touch
not.
nothing.
Yep. Yep. You should be tired of winning now.
Okay.
You win so much, man. You should just be tired of this, man. Give somebody else a chance.
Well, I haven't been fishing that many tournaments as far as grubby this year, so
Yeah.
I kind of slowed down on it. But yeah.
Nah.
I mean,
Nah, we need you out there though, man. For real, man. You good for the sport, man. You get people the reason to get out and try to win, man. They always chasing you, man. You know what I
Well,
mean? Even myself
as long as
included.
Larry's around, someone's gotta make it hard for him.
Yeah, gotta make it
Tough
hard for him.
for him.
Like it's you and Larry over there, and it's like me and B Sparks and Sam over on this side, man. It's like, oh my god, dude. And then you know what I mean, Merlin, you know what I mean? I got a few hammers on my side. I'd be like, God, how could they always get me? Like Merlin got me this weekend. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, seen that.
Yeah, I was like, man, I just knew I had it, man. I looked at the leaderboard. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. I didn't took the spot. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay. Then I get to the ramp, Merlin like he wishing to me
all
like, man,
smug and stuff.
you know,
Yeah.
yeah. I got I got 85. I said, oh,
Oh jeez.
that's my boy though, man. Yeah,
You can give a little report on your day there, because man, you said you caught 2 in the last like 15 minutes.
oh yeah. So yeah, I started off on South Lick. I never been there before. It was the closest ramp to my house. So that's why I went there. Getting up at 3-4 o'clock in the morning to drive, I'm like, I'm going to the first ramp. So I got there, fished around a little bit. I finally got one after maybe like an hour or so. I'm like, man, this was pretty tough. So I fished around a couple more, a little bit more. And I'm like, man, I'm not getting anything. So it was about 4 hours, man. And then I was just like, man, I'm done with this. Beeline to the ramp, got out of there, went over to, I can't remember the name of it. I want to say Osborne, I think. So I went over there and I say like maybe 30 minutes, you know what I mean? I got to a spot where I felt comfortable fishing and boom, got one on the chatterbait. And the water there is like super high. I'm not sure how high it is. It seemed like it's about
I
3 to
think it's
5
like
feet high,
yeah,
maybe
like
even more.
5, 6 feet. I
Yeah.
think it said.
Yeah, I was trying to go under the bridge. I didn't really. I mean, I had nice clearance, but it wasn't that much clearance. I had to take all of my rides
Wow.
down. Yeah, so
Jeez.
yeah, to get through some of those bridges or whatever, man. So yeah, took advantage of that, man. And I caught a fish here. You know what I mean? Caught a fish there. So next thing you know, yeah, I caught one on a chatterbait. And oh, that's what it was. I caught one on a chatterbait, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna throw this chatterbait around a little bit, and then I threw it into like some bushes or something, and then I got caught on a tube. I got caught in this tube. I'm like, I pulled it out. I'm like, oh, okay, so this is what they throwing around here. So I tied that tube on, and then maybe like a few casts later, you know what I mean, I got a fish. I'm like, okay, cool. So that was my third fish. So I'm fishing around a few more hours with nothing. I'm like, good God, man, it is just so tough out here. And it was raining the whole day. The
Oh
entire
wow.
day it rained off and on, you know what I mean? It'll stop maybe
hmm
for about 20 minutes and then it's right back going. So I'm like, oh man, it's about 30 minutes left. I'm like, well, it's about 45 minutes. I'm like, man, let me go ahead and just fish close to the ramp. So that way, when line's out, I can just be at the ramp already. So I found it like a little a cove closer to the ramp. And man, I was just fishing around there. Found it was like I say 16 minutes left. I'm like, man, I'm gonna just fish around here a little bit and then I'm gonna get out of here. Dude, flipped a stick bait next to a brush pile. Boom, 1875 come out of there. I said, yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, so I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right, I got something going now. You know what I mean? So I fished that little cove a little bit and nothing. I said, dang, man. So I got about 5 minutes left. I come out of that cove, go around to this other little area, and the next thing you know, I see another little brush pile. I toss in, and I literally it's about 5 minutes left in the tournament. I toss in there, a damn catfish come out. I said, damn,
Oh,
and I took forever trying to catch it. So I got it in, hurry up, throw it off, and then I throw back in, and man, a little 13 or 14-inch bass come out, and I'm like, oh man, thank you guys. So I end up taking a
wow.
picture of that with maybe like 3 or 4 minutes left, and I'm like, oh man, I finally got my limit.
That's
Dude, but
crazy.
it was tough the whole day, man. You can see the leaderboard, man. Only a few people got limits.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and
Those
it was
are
about
tough.
what 26 or 27 anglers in that tournament. So, yep.
Wow. Jeez.
Yeah, I'm gonna put
That
a
sounds
video out.
awfully familiar. You going back to the ramp near the ramp and catching them.
Yeah, always near the ramp,
Always
man.
works out.
It
That's
always worked
awesome.
out, man. Yeah. But yeah, that was my weekend, man. I got everything on camera. I'm gonna go ahead and put that video out.
Oh
I'm gonna
heck
work
yeah.
on it tonight, and then I'll post it probably not tomorrow, the following day. I'll get it out there. But y'all will see everything, man. You're gonna see me find a tube. You're gonna see me almost break rods. I forgot one of my rods in my black pack, and I tried to go through the bridge, and next thing you know,
Oh
it's all I hear in
jeez.
the back is
Oh,
I
that's
said
a terrible.
no. Yeah, I said
That's
no.
that's one of the worst sounds you can hear.
Yeah, I said all I heard was I said no. So it didn't break or anything, so I was lucky, you know what I mean. But
Those are
got it
some of
down.
the best days though, and it's kind of a struggle, but it pays off
Yeah.
in the end. Such
Oh
a
yeah,
victory
it
one.
was frustrating, dude. I caught 2 big catfish that day too. I say they was probably a good 10 pounds, dude. I thought these were
Wow.
bass, man. At least one of them I thought was bass. Man, they didn't, you know how catfish shake and do all that crazy stuff on your line.
Mhm.
It didn't do that, man. It had head shakes like regular head shakes like a bass. I was like,
They,
oh,
they
this is a
probably
nice bass.
they probably chase shad just like the bass do out there. Just
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
So do you think
They
they were spawning, or were they just kind of
uh
waiting for the water to level out? It seemed like the bite was very
no, I
inconsistent,
don't
like you said.
yeah, I don't think they were spawning, man. I just think I don't know. They may be spawn. I couldn't tell, bro. I mean, I seen a few beds, but I didn't see fish on the beds. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
I
So
see. It was kind of just
yeah, I
junk
don't.
fishing. You just had to
Yeah,
go
I
out
was just
there and
junk fishing, bro. It was really a junk fishing day, man. It really
yeah.
was. It seemed like I fished the 2 worst days of the weekend. Thursday at Raccoon was terrible. Winds was over 20 miles an hour, and then Sunday it rained all day. The winds weren't bad, but it just rained all day. like,
Mhm.
and it sucked. You know what I mean? Soaking
Yeah.
wet. Oh,
That's been a lot of this spring. It's been a rough spring as far as weather-wise. There's been some big limits and good fish
yeah,
caught though, but
it
yeah,
has been.
rough weather.
Yeah. And a lot of wins from you.
Hopefully I get
Yeah,
one more
man.
this weekend at Brookville, man. I don't know
Yeah.
about that lake. That
Man. I'm going to Brookville, man, and it's my birthday, so y'all gotta let me win.
there you go. You know what to wish for.
Yeah. I'm wishing for a win. I'm going to. You got me ready now, though. You and Bryce, man, y'all got me ready, man. So there it
It
is.
should be fun. I've been hearing
I know.
really mixed reports. Some people say it really sucks right now. Other people are saying, "Oh, it's good." I don't know if they're just fishing different sections of the lake or what, but we'll see. I
Look
just
at Josh. He said that was his. If I was on Osmore Rabbit, and that was his tube that I got.
oh my gosh.
It was in the bush, man. So over by the bridge. So if you was over there, I
Clued
probably
you
got
in.
it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna post a picture of it too and see if it was yours for real. Yeah. But congrats to you, man, James, again, man. You know,
Thank
you're
you.
always doing your thing, man. It's always good to see you up here on the channel, man. On the
Always good to
lives.
be up here.
And man, just make sure you keep staying consistent, brother.
I'll do my
So
best.
are you gonna do the team tournament?
No, I'm not sure I'm gonna make it for that.
Okay.
I'll probably have to wait until the one they're having further up north here to be able to make it,
Okay.
but that
Yeah.
looks like a lot of fun. I wish I could.
Yeah, it seemed like it might be cool, man. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. You know, that's not too far from me. The Dug area, that's only maybe about 30 minutes up the road.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I must definitely participate if somebody will let me join a team. So
Oh, heck yeah.
yep. All right, man. I'm gonna go ahead and drop you down and congrats on your win again.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, man. I'll catch you this weekend, bro.
Yep, we'll see.
Peace. Oh, dang, I cut him off a little too early. Hit the button too fast. You know what I mean? I'm quick with the triggers, baby. That's how the hook set is. When I'm out there, come here, fish. All right, man. We got one more tournament that we need to talk about. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get you all out of here, man. Man, this guy, he's a hammer, man. He's always putting up big numbers, man. You see him doing other things in other clubs, but man, our last tournament of the day we're going to speak about is the Northeast Trail, St. Clair, and this is presented by Poor Boys Baits. Let me go ahead and get it pulled up for us. With this tournament, we had 8 anglers with 47 fish caught. Man, let me go ahead and pull it up. Yep. So our Grubby Northeast Trail, stop number 3, St. Clair. Like I said, 8 anglers, 47 fish caught. And our winner for this one, Super Hammer, Cole Garland. What's up,
What's
Cole?
going?
How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
Good, man. So I see you put up big numbers in smallmouth, man. 93.5, man. It's been a while since I seen you on the board or just out and about, man. How you been, man? Tell us a little bit about what's been going on with you and how you got that 93.
Well, I've just been fishing a little bit here and there, and we got up here to St. Clair. I mean, that's my jam. That's where I like to go. I feel
Yeah,
like it's a home away from home, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's always a treat to get the guys up there, and it'd be cool if some more people would get up there, but I know it's a haul.
yeah.
It's a haul for everybody up there, but golly, man, it's so much fun. It's so
Mm-hmm.
much fun. And 93.5 inches, I mean, really isn't I mean, if you would have told me if it was going to win out of 8 people, maybe, but 93.5 inches
Yeah.
in a big tournament up there just probably isn't going to do it. But
Say nah.
yeah, but
Them
the weather was
smallmouth get
wild.
big out there.
They do. It's probably the second. I'd say it's probably the second best in the country, right behind St. Lawrence. It gives it a run for its money. But
Okay.
yeah, just like you guys, it kind of sounds like you had some crazy weather down south, and
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was windy, it was rainy. Like Steve said earlier, I kind of ran into a monsoon pre-fishing on Thursday. Luckily, it wasn't during the tournament, but during the tournament day, it was plenty windy. So,
Yeah.
it was a struggle to try to throw those light baits and hit those fish on the head, but we were able to do it. They made me work hard though, that's for sure.
Yeah. Now I know Lake Michigan. Well, no, that's not Lake Michigan. That's just St. Clair. St. Clair is its own lake outside of Lake
Mm.
Michigan. I've never been to St. Clair before.
You never been to St. Clair, huh?
So. Nope, never.
You're gonna
Uh,
have to get up there. I heard you talk about them Brookfield smallies, so I
yeah,
mean,
I
if
only
you're
been
wanting
out
to
there
chase
once.
them, so yeah.
Yeah, I only been out there once. So I don't hit the rivers and lakes with smallmouth often. They pretty far from me actually. So that's why I
Oh,
don't.
okay.
I love catching smallmouth. It's just that I'm not around them.
Right. Yeah. I hear you. I
Yeah,
hear
I
you.
wish I was. The fight is crazy. I can just imagine how tough a fight was with that 20 incher. You know what I mean? Like that thing's
Yeah, I
probably
mean,
crazy.
yeah, it's pretty wild. I mean, when you get above 20 inches, they just kind of just come into the boat pretty easy. But when you get
Oh,
20
okay.
inches below, and especially those 16 to 18 inches, I mean, they just dig and dig and dig. And
Yeah.
we had the no limit up there, the nationwide too as well. So I put a little heavier
Okay.
leader on so I could yank on them a pretty good. But it didn't matter. I mean, they just sit there, and by the time the day's over, your arms are worn out, man. I mean, your forearms are
Yeah.
burning. It's pretty wild.
Did you catch a ton of fish?
I did.
Or
I caught quite a few. Not as much as I wanted. I lost a lot of fish, and I'm not real sure why. I
yeah.
don't know if it was just because they were up there getting ready to bed, but
Okay.
most of my fish were in like 2 to 3 foot of water. They weren't on the bed yet, but they were just. It was almost like a perch bite. You know what I mean? They were just barely touching it,
Okay.
and kind of like
Okay.
they were maybe nudging it just a little bit. So had a lot of hooks come out. Normally I don't, but it was a tough bite. But I did catch quite a few fish for sure. Um,
Nice.
yeah.
So I know like it's just like a big bowl, like right? Like St. Clair is just a big round lake, right? I mean,
I
I don't
mean,
know.
yeah, I mean, for the most part, I think the average depth is like 12 foot throughout the entire lake. And I mean, it's big enough to where you can't see from one side to the other.
Okay.
Really, the only depth you get into, you got to go way out for the most part, unless you're down in the river channel up north or down south. But you got to get out to the shipping channel, which is in the middle of the lake that runs pretty much northeast to Canada on the Canadian side. But yeah, it's fairly shallow. I mean, some areas it takes you a long if you're up north and I mean, you could go for a couple miles and you're not going to hit 8 foot. It's
Oh
pretty
wow,
wild. Yeah.
man, that's something different, man. I'm gonna have to get up there, man. Check it out. I know
Yeah.
my family probably don't live too far from there. I'm not sure where Gary, Indiana is, how far that is from Michigan. But
I'd say Gary's probably it's a little haul. You got to go clear across the state and then
okay,
up to I'd probably say 3 hours. I mean, you can get on the toll
okay.
road and get up there. That ain't too bad.
Well, I know Gary's 3 hours, and then right there, like Gary's not too far from I want to say our first city into Michigan is Newcastle or
New New
some
Buffalo. Yeah.
New Buffalo. Yeah,
Yeah.
there it is. I knew
Yeah.
it was new something.
It's yeah, now that I think about it, it might be a little further than 3 hours from there because it's about
Okay.
2 hours and 45 minutes from me, and I'm on the east side of the state. So yeah, it might be a
Okay.
good little haul from there. But if you want to come up my way and go, I'll take you, man. We'll have a good time.
Man, I yeah, I had to make a weekend out of it, man. I had to
Yeah.
figure it out. We got a lot of stuff going on in the state of Indiana as far as club tournaments and stuff, man. I got
Hmm.
a lot going on this way, man. No reason to go all the way up to Michigan.
Oh,
You
if
know what I
you get
mean?
up there, if you get up there and you get on some 5 pound smallmouth,
Say I come back,
it'll be
huh?
oh yeah,
It's there.
it'll be a reason. I mean, there's fellas from
Okay.
down south like Jim, Glenn,
Yeah, they
those
always go up. I know they do it.
yeah, yeah, they'll do it in a night. They get addicted to those smallies up there, so it's
Yeah.
wild.
I'm addicted to the ones here, man, and I just fish the rivers from time to time. So I mean,
Yeah.
I love them, man. They such beautiful fish. Like
Oh yeah,
they
they
have
are.
all those nice patterns on them, and they just
Yeah,
cool fish to me.
yeah, they're nasty predators, man. They're wild.
Yep, yep, yep. So, man, what's next for you, man? So we don't see you often. I don't see you on the leaderboards a lot. So what's
Yeah,
going on with
yeah.
you? What's
So
next?
I try to just make sure I get down there to the state championship, the Grubby
Okay.
championship. I enjoy that. That's a good time. So some of these tournaments I don't get to participate in, but I'd like to
Mm.
fish in Blue Lake. That's going to be coming up next in our Northeast Trail. But I'm gonna try
Okay.
it. I'm gonna be fishing a few boat tournaments here coming up, and I'd like to snag one of those big tournaments up north. So gonna be
Okay.
fishing a
Do
few
you,
of those, but
okay. Do
yeah,
you
and
own a
then
boat or you like do co-angling stuff?
I do own a boat. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
and so I just try to run up there northeast. It's I get addicted to St. Clair, so we go up there to Detroit River, run the BFLs, and whether or not you run a Lake Erie or St. Clair, it's just when you get up there, it's just kind of addicting. So any tournaments that are on that lake, I like to try to fish, but
Man,
um,
makes
you
sense.
know,
I guess
yeah, and then
that's my Newton Lake, man. I love Newton over in Illinois,
yeah.
man. That's yeah, it's wonderful, man. I like
I
it,
haven't been
man.
there
So
yet. I haven't been there yet. I hear great things.
yeah,
I see great things.
yeah, the Newton
Yeah.
is nice, man. I got my biggest fish over there, my PB, a 8 pounder. I got eight
Wow.
pounds 23 inches over there, man. So
Wow.
it's big fish over there. It's just that, man,
Hmm.
now that a lot of stuff going on in Indiana, I don't make it over there as much anymore. I usually just fish that during the winter because everything in Indiana is locked up.
Yeah, I
And so,
got you.
yeah, so so I go over there and fish during the winter. I can, get on that power plant lake, and the water still make the air temperature a little bit warmer. So
Yep.
it's
Yep.
all good. I like it. So
Yeah, I'll have
just
to
like
get
you
over there
addicted to
sometime and
that.
check it out.
I
Right.
don't know how far it is from you, but yeah, it's about an hour for me, and I'm in Terre Haute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm up there a ways, so I'd say Terre Haute. I mean, that's got to be a good solid 3.5 hours from me, I'd say.
3.5. Yeah, I
That's a
mean,
wild guess, but
it ain't no smallmouth in there, so I don't know if it'd excite you enough.
I will. I like big largemouth too.
Yeah,
It's just those smallies, man. They're nuts. So
yeah,
just
they
one of
are,
those
man. I
things.
love them.
But looking forward to a few river fishing tournaments too. Those are always fun. So
Yep, yep. I can't wait. I want to get back down to the White River, so hopefully I can figure that out here soon. But man, I want to give you a big shout out again, man. Congrats on your win, man.
hey, thanks a
Uh,
lot. I
hopefully,
appreciate it.
yeah. Hopefully we can see you up on the somebody's leaderboard, man, up on the podium. You know what I mean?
Hey,
But
yeah,
on the
we'll
boat
see.
scene or kayak.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, yep, yep. And appreciate you sticking around, man. I know we had a lot going on tonight, man. So you know what I mean, sticking around and holler at everybody, that's pretty cool, man. Thank you for
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. My pleasure.
that. All right. All right, man. I'm gonna go ahead and drop you down and good luck in your next tournaments.
Hey, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
All right. Peace. You have a good night.
Too.
Bam. All right, y'all, man. That was it, man. That was all our winners for the this past week. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into the upcoming tournaments, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get you all out of here. Oh, I did want to show our monthly standings. Oh, I guess since I'm up here, we didn't have it live last week, and the first was Thursday. So we do want to talk about our monthly tournaments. So your boy, we did have a winner for our monthly tournaments. Let me go ahead and pull that up for us. The Lake month long. So Grubby has two month long tournaments for the river and for the lakes. So our last our last monthly, April. You know what I mean? My boy Ryan, he took March, and guess who took April? You know what I mean? Presented by Moving Water Outfitters. Our month long tournament was won by yours truly, Mr. Antoine Tweezy Hayes, baby. You know what I mean? I was able to put up some big numbers, 103.75. B Sparks was right behind me, 102 and a half. Mike Luke was right there. I think Mike, he caught a lot of his fish over at Summit. He did his thing when he won that IKA tournament. And then, Sam, he always does his thing. Big Sam, he does his thing from them 91, you know what I mean? But your boy was able to do a lot of damage. I did a lot of my damage down there in Bluegrass. Caught 99, well, over 99 inches. I caught like 102 inches that day over at Bluegrass. It was fishing real good. Some of my fish came on the buzz bait, some of my fish came on the crank, and some of my fish came on flipping and some of that grass, stick baits. creature baits. Hey, I ain't never heard of that guy either, man. That dude is doing numbers, man. I want to meet him one day. But yeah, man, I had two 21s. I had a 20 and a half. Boom, big girl. I had another 21. This was an old fish. This fish tail was all messed up. His face and mouth was all beat up. Pretty skinny. Man, but it didn't even put up a fight. It kind of just bit it and then just came into the boat. It was still alive when I to it. It was all good. We got us a 20 and 3/4, 20 and a half, and then we got us a 20. So this was a big one. This put up a big fight. You know what I mean? I enjoy fighting that fish. The 20 and a half. It fought pretty hard. And then we had a little small dub. So yeah, man, your boy put up some decent numbers for it, you know what I mean, for the victory. So, you know what I mean? Guess I gotta pat myself on the back for that, man. You know, thank God for the spawn. And I knew how to catch those fish. But we do have so current tournament. We do have two going on right now. We have our May month long. We have our lake tournament, and then we have a May river tournament. I'm gonna pull up. Oh, we look like somebody just took the lead. B Sparks, where you at? Where you at, man? You let Sam, you let Big Sam come and take the spot, man. Oh, my boy doing his thing. There he is. I just spoke Sam up, man. And here it is. He took the lead. Got a 20 and a half. There it is. Boom. Big fish there. Got a 17, 3/4. Hey, look, Sam about to make us work, B. Sam about to make us work, Sparks. Okay, there it is. Y'all look, y'all been working. I can't get out right now. You know what I mean? As soon as I get out, it's on and popping. But there it is, man. Sam doing this thing. Gotta love it, man. Sam also did his thing over at the SIAC tournament this past weekend too. I want to say he came in third. So, you know what I mean? Sam been doing his thing, man. So big ups to you, Sam, for taking the lead and also getting your place in the podium on SIAC's tournament. But yeah, B Sparks, Antoine, Jonathan, we got some work to do, man. You know what I mean? We got some work to do. So let's go ahead and try to catch Sam. You know what I mean? Sam leading the pack. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and do that. Let's see if we can the river. We're gonna check out the river. We're gonna see what's going on in this river tournament as well. Check out the standings for that, and then we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Man, I appreciate everybody that stuck around and hung in and checked everything out with us. Man, really do appreciate it. So here it is, our May River Tournament presented by Achigan. I think they got the Smalley games, and then I think they also got the largemouth something going on. Whoa! Look like I might have Teague on the live again next month. Look, he put up a 20 and a quarter Smalley, bruh. I don't think I ever seen a Smalley over 20 in our area, but there it is. Congrats, bro, on that. Congrats. Got you a big Smalley. Well, I'm lying. I did see something last year in the IKA event. So make sure y'all, I mean, not IKA, but Moving Water. You know, they do the big bass event, you know, your biggest bass and your biggest smallmouth for the season. So get over there. I'm not sure if you can still sign up, but if you can, get over there and check it out. So here it is. Teague put up some decent fish so far on the river. So he got 20 and a quarter, 19, 18 and a half. Boom. 17, 18, and then 17. Dark fish, man. I know these fish putting up a good fight. And then we got Tyler right after. And then a lot of guys haven't even signed up yet. But there it is, man. So if y'all want, y'all still got plenty of time. I think we have until the 15th to get signed up. Let me make sure. Lions in 6. Yeah, tournament registration will be open until the 15th. So you still got time to get signed up. Not just for the river, but for the month, the lake month long as well. So make sure you all get signed up. Let's go ahead and see what we got going on for the upcoming week, and then we out of here. So this week, starting on the 8th. Yeah, starting on the 8th, we got West Boggs. West Boggs should be fishing really, really good over in Lagodi. I might do that. I was just talking with Gramps. He say, "Oh, you gonna do that?" I said, "Hey, yeah, I might." So there it is. We got a few guys signed up for it. We got 6 anglers so far for West Boggs. We have our Northwest Trail, stop number 2, like man 2. My bad. All right, so we got well, we have 5 anglers signed up for this so far. So still got a little bit of time to get signed up for that one. And just so you know, you have 1 minute before lines in to get signed up for the tournament. So don't think because it's already the next day, you don't have time to get signed up. So we got Lake Gauge. Let's see. We don't have anyone signed up at the moment. We still have time. So make sure you all get signed up if that's the tournament that you want to do. And then Southeast Trail, White River. I was just talking about the White River, so I might end up doing this one because I've been wanting to catch some smallmouth, but I just haven't had time to go to any White River. Been so many lake tournaments going on, and it's hard to get down to the river. But it's something that I might do. Pull a yak out for this one. So we got 9 anglers for this White River tournament. That should be a good turnout. It seems like everybody likes to go to the White River. It's a good fishery. So we got that. And then we also have a team tournament down at Green Sullivan. Like Ryan said earlier, we looked like there was 10 people signed up for it. We got 3 teams. So I may try to hop on somebody's team if they allow me. So there it is. I might hop on the team with them. So, or if anybody else want to try to get one together, just let me know. So, there it is. So we got our 4 tournaments, 5 tournaments coming up. Make sure you all get over. Appreciate everybody doing their thing. Congrats to all of the winners this week. What else do we have? And that's pretty much it. I think let me see if we have the Hobie Big Bass. Do we got the Hobie Big Bass up? I'm not sure if anybody made a post about it. Oh, there we go. Before we get out of here, our Hobie Hammers of the Week. Shout outs to Larry with his 20.5. Our Hobie Hammers of the Week get an entry into winning a kayak at the championship. So make sure you all try to catch those big fish so you can have a chance to win a Hobie kayak. So shout outs to Josh. He got him a 20.25 over at Summit. Cole, he was just on. You heard him talk about his big fish, that 20-inch. Raccoon Steve did his thing, catching a big 19.5. And then Chris also over at Kokomo, 18.25. So there it is. I do want to show you all. You can go to the website and check everybody's AOI standings. And that AOI tab there, you can go down and check everybody's AOI. Ryan just made a post about it as well. Let me see if I can find it. Ryan made a post about it. The AOI standings. I can't see. Oh, this is it. Where is it, Ryan? Well, go to the Grubby page and you all can check out some of the AOI leaders in our club. If you want to go check that out. But man, I appreciate everybody sticking around with us. It's been a good one, man. We had some good guys on talking about their day on the water. Looking forward to seeing who win next week. And man, wish your boy a happy birthday on Saturday, man. You know what I mean? If you see me out over it, I might be at Brookville. I said I was going, but I haven't made up my mind. I gotta see if the wife got something planned for me. But if not, I'll be over at Brookville fishing with y'all for your boy B-Day, man. Wish your boy a happy birthday, and make sure y'all if y'all get a big fish, you know, I'm always wishing to win. So make sure you throw your big fish back, because you're gonna let your boy win for his birthday. But with that said, though, man, I want y'all to enjoy the rest of your night, and we're gonna catch y'all next week. So peace.